say that together. Hind. Hind means back. Touch your nose every time you hear the word hind in our story today. This word is shrink. Let's say that together. Shrink. Shrink means to get smaller. Touch your nose every time you hear the word shrink in our story today. From Tadpole to Frog by Kathleen Widener-Zofeld. Make sure you're following along and answering my questions on every page. In the spring, you may see frog eggs in a pond. Each egg looks like a ball of clear jelly with a dark center. A clump of frog eggs is called frog spawn. Why do you think these eggs are in the plant? Inside the eggs, tiny tadpoles are growing. At first, they look like small, dark specks. In a few days, a little head and tail take shape. Soon the tadpoles wiggle out of their eggs. Gills on the outside of a tadpole's body help it breathe underwater. Why do you think the tadpole gets gills first instead of lungs? After eating the jelly of its egg, the tadpole has grown. The tadpole's strong tail helps it swim. Tadpoles eat until they are big. They do not look like frogs yet. Soon the tadpole has grown 2 hind legs, and the tadpole's gills have moved inside its body. Why do you think the gills move inside its body? Lungs are beginning to form inside the tadpole's body too. Now and then it puts its head above the water to take a breath. As the tadpole's lungs grow stronger, its gills shrink away. 2 front legs grow where its gills once were. Soon, the tadpole's mouth has become wider. Why do you think its mouth grows wider? The tadpole starts to eat small bugs when it is hungry. For a few more weeks, the tadpole's tail shrinks. Why do you think the tadpole's tail shrinks? Now the tadpole's strong legs and webbed feet help it swim. The tadpole has changed into a small frog. The frog spends some of its time on land and some in the water. How do you know this is a frog and not a tadpole? The little frog catches bugs and worms in its wide mouth. After a few years, the frog is fully grown. Every spring, there will be new frog eggs in the pond. What will happen after there are new frog eggs? The cycle starts over again. Let's say this word together. Hind. Hind means back. On this page of our book, we read that the tadpole grows 2 hind legs. You can see them just barely in the picture. Today, I want you to use the word hind in a sentence of your own. Let's say this word together. Shrink. Shrink means to get smaller. On this page of our book, it tells us that the tadpole's tail shrinks or gets smaller. Today, I want you to use the word shrink in a sentence of your own.